The story of Jaja of Opobo. Once upon a time, in the early 19th century, in the Igbo heartland of present-day Nigeria, a little boy was born and named Beneso Akrozarumba. He was bright, strong, and full of life, but fate had a difficult path in store for him. As a young boy, he was captured and sold into slavery. His captors took him down the Niger Delta, where he eventually ended up in Bani, a powerful coastal trading city. There, he served as a slave, but unlike many others, he never gave up hope. Beneso proved himself to be trustworthy and intelligent. He learned quickly trade, negotiation, and the politics of Bani. His master eventually freed him and gave him an opportunity to become a trader. Beneso took the name Jubo Jaboga, but the Europeans would later call him Jaja. Through hard work, Jaja became a successful merchant. He traded palm oil, the most valuable export of the time, and rose through the ranks of Bani's powerful trade houses. By sheer determination, Jaja eventually became the head of the Anapepo House, one of Bani's most influential trading houses. Bani politics became tense. There were rivalries, and Jaja, now a man of wealth and influence, clashed with other chiefs. Eventually, he led a breakaway group and founded a new settlement, Opobo, in 1869. Under Jaja's leadership, Opobo grew into a thriving city-state. He controlled the palm oil trade routes and even dealt directly with British traders, bypassing middlemen. This made Opobo wealthy and Jaja very powerful. But the British merchants and colonial officials didn't like Jaja's independence. They wanted free access to the hinterland trade and resented having to negotiate with him. Jaja insisted on fair trade and continued to protect his people's interests. In 1887, the British invited Jaja for negotiations under the guise of friendship, but it was a trap. He was arrested, accused of obstructing trade, and exiled first to Accra in present-day Ghana, and later to the West Indies, St. Vincent. After much pressure from his people and even some British sympathizers, Jaja was finally granted permission to return home in 1891. But fate was cruel. On his journey back to Opobo, Jaja mysteriously died. Some say he was poisoned. Though Jaja never made it home, his story became legendary. He is remembered as a symbol of resistance against colonial exploitation, a self-made king who rose from slavery to found and rule a prosperous city-state, a visionary leader who protected his people's economy and dignity in the face of European imperialism. Today, Jaja of Opobo is celebrated as one of Africa's great heroes, a man who proved that determination, intelligence, and courage can transform even the lowest beginnings into a legacy of greatness.